Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Just wanted to go over the details of today's workout. So you're gonna start out with a 5-minute-ish practice on double unders. Remember, this week we are shooting for 70 unbroken for advanced and 12 unbroken for beginners. I know we're limited potentially where we're able to jump, so just get creative with it, but ultimately just practice for a little bit before the workout today. Then we're gonna go into an EMOM for 20 minutes. So you've got 4 separate movements. You'll be going through everything 5 times. The first movement is going to be 10 alternating dumbbell snatches or kettlebell. Typically prescribed weight for this is 35 pounds for women, 50 pounds for guys. So if you have that, great. If you don't and you want to use any other object or a lighter weight, of course, that's fine. Mechanically, what I want you guys to think about, ideally you won't be barefoot or on the second floor, which is where I am right now. But have the kettlebell, or excuse me, the dumbbell horizontally on the floor, and from here, really work on making sure that your weight is back in your heels, that your chest is upright. A lot of times what happens, people start getting lazy and they actually round their back, and your back will ultimately get fried. So really work on bracing for that punch, keeping your chest upright. From here, one hand out to the side, you're gonna go ahead and get that dumbbell up and overhead, use those hips, switch hands, other side. You've got a whole minute to get 10. So really focus on your form on these. If you want to make it more challenging and go heavier and you have a heavier object, totally fine. Again, working mechanics. The second minute, you are going to be doing what's called a seal walk. Now we haven't done these yet, so this is a new thing to try at home. If you have a carpeted area and something like a plastic plate, you can use this actually for your feet. Another option is if you're on hardwood or garage or something like that, you could actually have maybe like a cloth or something underneath your feet so that it drags. But what this movement looks like is you're gonna have your feet on a plate or whatever the object is. I'm in a plank position and I'm walking my hands forward, dragging my feet. So we're working on shoulder strength here. This is something that's gonna help us get better at things like handstand walking. So you're gonna do 10 total hand steps. Rest the remainder of the minute. The third minute, you guys are gonna be working on pistols. So pistol single leg squat. We're gonna be trying to do 6 of these within the minute. Again, if you're pretty close to this, full range of motion for pistol is where you guys are gonna get your hip crease all the way below your knee, back up, switch legs. You can also use something like a banister if you're still working on it, to work on trying to keep that weight on the heel and having something to hold on to. You can also use a chair if you want to go for a target, really sitting back, keeping the weight on that heel. As you come up, drive through that foot that's on the floor. So various ways that you guys can work on this, but really again, take the time to work on the mechanics of it. I guess one of the benefits of this whole crazy situation is that maybe it'll force you to slow down a little bit, really work on those mechanics of the movements, not feel so rushed, and really taking the time to work on things like core strength, working on some of these isolated movements. This is a really good time to do that. So the final movement that you guys are gonna do are gonna be tempo push-ups. So tempo push-up, actually I'll go over here. You're gonna do a 5-second descent on your push-up, and then you're going to press yourself to the top. So the movement will actually start at the top of a push-up. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up for 6. So time under tension on the descent, again, we're building strength that way. Think about exploding up. Now, if you're still working on pushing up and you have to kind of warm it up again, no big deal. It's the descent that's more important than the actual press up to the top. If you're nursing some type of a shoulder issue and pressing in that plane doesn't work for you, then feel free to either grab a bumper plate, dumbbells, some object, and you can actually get yourself on the ground, knees up, holding the object, starting at the top, give yourself that 5-second descent, and then again, explode back up, okay? If any type of pressing bothers you, just give yourself maybe like a 30-second plank hold. That's another way that we can work on kind of stabilizing strength as well. Okay, so those are the movements for tomorrow. Make them as challenging as you need to. Seal walk should be kind of fun. Also, a couple notes, we'll be posting the warm up from Coach Jessica, so take a look at that. And then if you missed yesterday's post about bingo, please go back and look at that. Hopefully we can have some fun with this over this hopefully short-lived quarantine period. But there's a version for adults to play as well as a version for kids. So take a look at that, have fun, and good luck with the workout.